Hello everyone, it's SpawnPoiint and this is the new limited edition Xbox headset from MetaQuest, and today we're going to get it unboxed and take a closer look at everything it comes with and show you what this thing can actually do. We'll go over the new features of the headset, test out some VR and MR games, how it works with Game Pass and how awesome it is to play games on this huge screen. Now I have linked to it down below if you want to check it out, otherwise let's just jump straight in. Okay, so here's the box that it comes in, and straight away you can see the entire box design and colours are now on brand with Xbox. So we've got the Xbox Edition text up here and an Xbox logo across the bottom. And then if I flip this around, there is a huge Xbox controller on the back. Also, one thing you might have noticed is the box is pretty big and it's about double the size of a normal Quest 3S headset box. But let's get this opened up and see what's inside. Okay, so everything is laid out slightly differently to the other Quest headsets, but I'm already loving the colour theme here with the all black design. Right, okay, let's start with the headset. So this is a Meta Quest 3S, similar to what we had last year, but as you can see now, it's all blacked out with some nice green details throughout. So the main colour is actually called Carbon Black, which I think gives it a nice nod towards the old Pro headset, where the straps in the main body have this matte black finish. And then on the front, it has this green line called Velocity Green, which goes around the entire edge of the headset, which is a nice subtle touch without having a huge Xbox logo printed on the front. But then if I turn this around, we've got this tiny Xbox logo built into the side of the headset. It's only small, but it adds a nice pop of colour and ties in nicely with the whole Xbox and Meta collab without being in your face. Now as for the headset itself, these clusters or black dots on the front are actually the tracking cameras, the depth sensors and the pass-through cameras for playing games. And this is how you're able to see in full colour while using the pass-through mode, which I will demonstrate later. There's also the Meta logo printed on the front, which you can just about see as I move this around. Now all of the buttons and controls are exactly the same as the 3S, so we have a USB-C port for charging it along with the power button on one side, and on the bottom we have the action button for turning on and off the pass-through mode, and the volume buttons as the headset does have speakers built in. And a big one for the new limited edition headset is it now comes with an Elite strap. So this is a strap that is worth $70 or £70 but comes pre-installed on this headset. And this is a huge step up from the standard strap that you normally get with a 3S. It gives you better support and it is far more comfortable to wear. So instead of it being fabric like we have on the old 3S headset, these bits are hard plastic and the back piece is now rubber for supporting the back of your head. It also has this turn dial for adjusting how tight or loose you want it to be. Now just for a quick comparison, here's how the strap compares to the standard 3S headset. So you can see here that the entire design is completely different and far better overall. It also really shows, at least to me, how the full black and green style just hits different compared to the all white design. Oh, and it still comes with the glasses adapter. So if you do wear glasses, you just need to fit this inside the headset and you're good to go. Then going back to the box, we have the two Touch Plus controllers. So these are exactly the same as the originals, but with the new carbon black and green design. So the main body itself is black, while the A, B, X and Y buttons have a hint of green within the letters. And then on the underside of the thumbsticks are green as well. Oh, and there is some green on the wristband strap, so at the end here you can see there's a little pop of green. Otherwise we still get the triggers around the back and the grip buttons on the side, along with a menu and a meta button on the top. They both also have haptic feedback, so nothing is technically new on these controllers. But here's how they compare to the white controllers, and I've got to say that the black and green does look nice and a lot more pro looking, although the white does still look super clean. We then also get a brand new limited edition Xbox controller in the box, and this is what we use to play those Game Pass games in a minute. Again, it is all carbon black with the green accents throughout, included on the A, B, X and Y buttons on the front, and under those thumbsticks as well. I think this looks pretty clean overall, and as far as I know, you cannot buy this controller separately, so it is limited to this MetaQuest bundle. And flipping it around, I don't see anything else on here to say that it is part of the bundle, or in any way in collaboration with Meta, so there's no extra logos or small prints which you might have expected to see, just the crystal or transparent looking triggers across the top. But otherwise, this is a really nice looking controller. And then going back to the box, we get a power plug with a USB-C port on the back, along with a USB-C cable for charging it. On top of that, this bundle also comes with 3 months of MetaQuest Horizon Plus and 3 months of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, which is cool to see. Now when it comes to setting it up, it literally takes about 10 minutes. Just charge it up, power it on and sign into your Meta account. Run through the tutorial, download any games or apps you want to play, and you're good to go. And a really nice touch is the full tutorial is with the black headset shown on screen, so it's not the generic white one. Now as soon as you turn it on, you are immediately greeted with the welcome screen for Xbox, and it allows you to redeem your 3 months Game Pass Ultimate. It even displays the code on screen for you to copy and paste. Then if you've used one of these headsets before, it will prompt you to install any games or apps that you've previously used. So I've got things like Assassin's Creed, Batman, and a few other apps as well. And as this edition comes with 128GB of storage, there is plenty of space here for those games. And can I just say how awesome this huge screen is? I've tried to capture this while using the headset, but here I've got the dashboard taking up the entire wall above my desk. I actually forgot how good the color pass-through was on this headset as well. And what I love about using VR and MR like this is you can play it from anywhere. Like any room in your house immediately turns into a cinema room. And if you were interested in knowing, the lenses on the inside are Fresnel lenses, which give us a PPI of 773 and an 1832 by 1920 resolution per eye, so the image is pretty sharp. But the first app that I want to show you here is the Game Pass app. So just like the games you can play on Xbox and PC, you'll be able to play all of these on the headset as well. So all of these, Forza, GTA 5, the new Rematch game, Oblivion Remastered, all of these can be played on the headset via cloud gaming. Now I will show you some VR and MR games later, but right now I want to show you how these games will look. And to do that, we're going to be using the new Xbox controller with it. Right, let's jump into Forza to show you what this thing can look like. And as you can see, I've got this massive TV screen on my wall. So if I drag this out now, I can make a ridiculous cinema screen in my room. Now I don't know how big this is, but in reality, this has got to be, what, 150 inches surely? It definitely makes my 77-inch TV on the wall behind look tiny now. But then there's a really cool feature, which is as I'm playing this, I can either leave the pass-through option on, so I'm able to see my entire room, my hands and controller, as well as everybody in it. Or if I press the action button on the headset, it will turn off pass-through and give me a proper immersive experience. Now this is going to be hard for you guys to appreciate this, but right now it feels like I'm sitting in a pitch black cinema with a huge screen. There are no distractions at all. Oh, and the sound. So as the headset has speakers built into the side of the strap, the sound is right next to my ears. Oh man, this is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so what should we try next? I mean, there are so many games on here. Okay, let's give this one a go. And just like before, you can either play this with the immersive mode where it feels like you're in the cinema, or if I tap that action button again, it puts you back in the room. Oh yeah, and the screen itself actually remains exactly where I left it. So even though I'm moving around the room to show you, the screen itself is staying exactly where it was originally. So it kind of acts like a physical screen in the room. And don't forget, because we are using Game Pass Ultimate, not only can we play those Game Pass games via cloud gaming, we also have the option to play some of those games that you already own. Now, not every game is supported, but there are about 100 games right now that can be streamed using the app. This includes games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, Cyberpunk, Hogwarts Legacy, and loads more. And then on top of the Xbox games that you can play using the Xbox controller, it is still a VR and an MR headset at its core. So we've got that massive library of VR games to play too. Now one of my favourites is Beat Saber, where you can jump in and smash out those moves. And I think everyone who has a VR headset has got to try this game at least once. There's also games like Batman and Assassin's Creed, which really shows off how good the interactive and the immersive gaming can be. Like here I'm picking items up and throwing them across the room, or climbing up ladders or fighting the enemies. Now, to be honest, there is so much more that this headset can do. I mean, there's a massive library of VR and MR games. You can watch movies on it, which just looks ridiculous. There's multitasking, where you can have loads of windows up like this and have multiple apps open while watching or playing different games. Now, I'm not going to cover it all in this video, as I would just end up repeating myself. But if you do want to see more about the Meta Quest 3S, definitely check out my full review. I did this when the 3S launched last year, and I went into so much more detail. But if you do fancy a massive TV or projector in your room and you don't have the space, maybe this new headset could be the way to go. After all, this is an Xbox. As for when it launches, well, it launches today, which I have linked to down below. And it includes everything I've shown you today, and it is priced at $399, which is about $100 more than the standard 3S. But don't forget, it does come with the Elite strap worth $70, the controller worth, what, $50 to $60, 3 months of Horizon Plus and Game Pass Ultimate worth about $50 again. So you're still better off with this bundle if you want it all, plus you get the limited edition colours too. Now drop a nice Xbox headset in the comments and I'll give you a thumbs up for staying right till the end. And if you did enjoy today's video, check out my PS5 Pro 6-month review video next. Well, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and follow me everywhere. Until next time.